So it is Friday night. It's been a long while. And I have a little unboxing. Box of JJB 12 wines finally. After I accumulate 12 wines, I have it shipped out in bulk. While I do the unboxing, I'm having a Sheldrake 2013, so over 11-year-old dry Riesling, low ABV, great color. I found these wine glasses yesterday and I really like the style. It's really flat, kind of resembles to me like a decanter. These kind of just look a little different, but bone dry wine has all those funky aged white wine characteristics and develops more of a body almost, but loving those aged whites still. So I don't even remember what's in here, maybe -1 wine, so half a surprise for me as well. Oh, cool. So Chateau Cantamerle, I think this is a 2016. So this is a left bank 5th growth. So the growths on the left bank are 1 through 5 by, in 1855, the classification by Napoleon was started by price. And this is a 5th growth. And this wine is very well priced. Sub 50, oftentimes 40 or sub 40. So I'm always looking for that bargain-ish quality Bordeaux. Pontet Canet is a 5th growth too, but that price has grown from the 40s. Like this is now that Pontet Canet once was into the 100 plus. Pontet Canet is better than this, at least today. But this is a 2016, so a little bit of age on this. We'll see how this is, but I really do like this Chateau. When I find a vintage of this that I really like, probably buy a little bit, maybe like 6 or something. And I guess I bought 2 of these, so I must have said 2016 is a great vintage out of the left bank of Bordeaux. So a little bit of age on these Bordeauxs. I think Bordeaux does do better I think Bordeaux needs to age a little bit longer than Napa. So left bank, Cabernet heavy blends. Napa and Sonoma, mostly Cabernet in there, although can be blended. 75% just needs to be Cab, unless it's estate, then it's any 5, and the rest can be other grapes, typically red, but not on the label. And this just gives you the Chateau in the back. It may or may not tell you the breakdown. This doesn't. Probably have to go to their website, but I believe Bordeaux needs a little bit more time in bottle than Napa to really be in that window of enjoyment. So let's see what else. Oh, I guess I had okay, so these are no stranger to me nor to anyone that knows, but I've been buying, this is a 2003 Spotlight Albatross, slightly riper grapes, but vinified, dry, 21-year-old wine now. I've been drinking through tons of these. The price I paid for this was almost criminal for the quality. I think I had a few more left because I had bought them out of the remainder, and I'm assuming that that's what I see here. Yeah, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and once those are gone, they're gone, unless I find some other purveyor. But I've never seen this wine anywhere else. I enjoyed it so much, and the price was right that I just bought whatever they had remaining. Another Chateau Cantamerle, but 2015. So 2 slightly aged vintages of this. I had the 18, and the 18 was really good. I think I had the 19, and the 19 was a little too astringent. I think because it was a little too young. I've not had a 20 or 21. But like I said, I will continue trying this wine in every vintage because I believe it can fill that place of a bargainish Bordeaux that's high quality, that drinks beyond its price point. Another 2015. So I got 2 2015s, 22 2016. So that's great. I'd say the next steak night I'm having, I'm going to I'll open one of those without a doubt. So this is Priorat Salmos 2017 Priorat. So northeast Spain. Really rocky region. I cannot read the back of this label. Let's pause. So the soil type in Priart, they call it Licorella, and I think it's a type of slate, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm always looking for a wine that's got that delicious factor for a good price. I think this price was pretty reasonable. I don't remember it offhand. When I taste it, I'll take a look at the price. 14.5% alcohol, so there should be a bigger tasting wine. Priorat is typically heavy, a lot of Grenache, but there's other grapes that could be in there. Carignan, Tempranillo, otherwise, but typically heavy on the Grenache. And the best producers in Priart make fantastic wine. And I had one recently to close Mogador, and it was amazing. Don't know what to expect out of that. I'm pretty sure I bought two. Yep, bought two of these. And it's Familia Torres. It must have been that Buckley put it out as a special and looked interesting enough to want to try. So those will be fun. And maybe case worthy, I think, for the price. I'm always looking for that case of delicious wine I have here to share with my guests. So another Riesling, but this is from Alsace, 2014, so a good decade on this. Domaine Schleiferkopf, Louis de Buell. So that's the part of Alsace it's from. So 2014. And I've had one Riesling of this age from this winery, this domain, and it was amazing. I'd have to look at my Vivino account to see which one it was. But I did say, once I run out of these 2003s, the German Rieslings, I might be buying a bunch of these. These are more money, not exceedingly more, but more than the 2003 Riesling. So be it. I'll talk about maps in my next video, or one of the subsequent videos. I got a lot of the updated maps from Wine Folly and got them laminated, and there's a lot of new regions, new areas, even a few new maps. So I think sometimes when you are drinking wine and it takes you to a place, a specific place in the world, I like looking at the map and the region and understanding a little bit more about where it's coming from, rather than just what's in the bottle, but where it's actually coming from. And I was thinking about, I didn't really have a wine of the year for 2025, but I've been thinking a lot about my favorite grapes, and I struggle with what red will be, my top 5 red grapes. I think with white, I'm pretty sure I have it narrowed down to Chardonnay, and it's got to be a quality Chardonnay. Could be from Napa, could be from South Africa, could be from Margaret River, Australia, Burgundy for sure. There's a lot of places I think Chardonnay is made really, really well. There's even some that I've had in the Finger Lakes that were fantastic, some in New Jersey that were pretty good. But I've had great Chardonnay in a lot of places in the world, or a lot of regions of the world. Riesling, that's another grape. Obviously, Alsace, Finger Lakes, Germany are the big ones. Austria makes Riesling too. I just haven't had enough of them. To me, I like getting a Gruner Veltliner from Austria. So California has some Riesling too. So those would be the ones for Riesling, those regions specifically. So this isn't in any particular order. Chenin Blanc, I do have a specific place. Savennières is probably my favorite region in the world for Chenin Blanc. I think South Africa makes some great Chenin Blancs. Pretty sure there's some good ones coming out of Australia, though not really available in the United States. I don't know how many there are out of California, but I'm sure there's some. But really, I focus on the Loire. Saumur, Savennières, those regions have some amazing Chenin Blanc, and I like my Chenin Blanc aged. It gets really great characteristics as it ages. So Chenin Blanc's on the list. Absinthico would be another one. So the Greek white, acidic. I really prefer it out of Santorini. I'm sure there's other places out of Greece that make great Absinthico. I don't know other places in the world that make Absinthico, so I'm just going to stick with Greece and Santorini specifically. Maybe it's the volcanic soil there. Whatever it is, I'm really putting that on my list. So that's 4, and I thought I had a 5th, and now I am on the spot blanking on what the other white grape varietal that I like to gravitate towards is. That is pretty disappointing, but and it's not Sauvignon Blanc. I don't mind Sauvignon Blanc, but I would never put it in my top 5 of white grapes. I just couldn't. Riesling. So those are 4. So I did pause the video just to think a little bit more without it just being on camera that I'm pondering. But I'm going to stick with those 4. I'm not going to do a top 5 for white wines. I think those are my 4. Yes, I'm just going to stick with those. There are other white wine grapes that I do enjoy, but right off the top of my head, I'm just going to go with that, and those are my 4 go-tos. So I think that's pretty fair. I will think more on the reds. Been struggling with what would be on the list. I know there's some no-brainers I have, and then there's some that are just on the cusp, and some that used to be no-brainers for me that now I've shifted. My palate's changed enough where they're just not there anymore. So with that, I'm gonna go have some cheese with this wine. Steak night will be tomorrow, so I'll pick a pretty cool red wine. Could be this Bordeaux here. Maybe the Chateau Cantermont can go with the steak tomorrow or something else. But with that, have a good night.